What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Money Making Jess, back at it again with another daily update for October 14th, 2020. What's going on, everybody? Yeah. So today is Wednesday, so I kind of wanted to take not a break, but kind of a study date. Kind of just been reading some things, basically chart patterns and Forex pivot points because I really didn't know what pivot points were, even though I was using it on my FX scanner. So basically, I didn't really know what it meant for R1, S1, and all the other different levels. But come to find out, that's why reading is powerful, people, is that when you look at it, the R is for resistance and the S is for support. And they're different levels. So you have S1, S2, and S3. And you got R1, R2, and R3. And then the PP is the pivot point. So now it's starting to make more sense to me why people like to use it. And I love support resistance. That's one of my simplified versions of my trading is to use support and resistance. So I understand why professional and market makers use the pivot points. And also in the link below, which I was gonna add it to the show notes, but if you go to the link I got in there for the chart patterns, if you click on that, Baby Pips gives a great explanation visually on the chart patterns, where to do your stops, where to take trade, and where to do your take profit. So far, that's the best I've seen visually and by words. But visually, when I looked at it, it clicked in my head. I'm like, okay, that's okay. Like the head and shoulders. Oh, okay, I got it now. The power of visual is so great because sometimes when people try to explain this stuff, it doesn't click, especially for beginners like me and other people out there, and even some novice people. Seeing it visually, it just makes it all so better. And I just was like, whoa, okay, I get it now, get it. So I did make me some printouts. I will have those printouts in the 500 G G G drive. Um, but you guys can follow the link. Read if you haven't already started your baby pits education. I highly recommend it. And I must say, I wish I would have started just by doing baby pits first because so much stuff now is being more clear in my mind now that I've read babypits.com. So I highly recommend people before you do any other reading, anything, stop all the other stuff and just get babypips.com done. Go through it all because it's all useful information. Even though I do recommend you listen to No Nonsense Forex, I know he bashes a lot of indicators, stuff like that. But I think at the time when he wrote that stuff, Baby Pips, I think, updated a lot of the stuff on their website. So take that with a grain of salt from no nonsense Forex guy. The mostly I want you guys to pay attention to him with is his psychology and his money management. It's still I listen to most of all his podcasts. They're still good, but it's not etched in stone because the information that I'm reading on Baby Pips has enlightened me so much now, especially my charts and me doing that and simplifying my charts. And so far, I'm liking the pivot points, and I'm so glad I read his chart patterns because now I'm like, this is great. I made a printout. It's going on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Because it's look at it. Oh man, it made everything clearer to me. Everything clearer. So I do highly recommend people start off at Baby Pits Education. Man, I can't stress it enough. Like me, I can do multiple things at a time, so I can study different things. But the problem I have when I'm learning something new, I go back and change something. So I wish I just was would. You know what I'm gonna do, people? I'm gonna commit. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna sidetrack on anything else. I'm gonna get Bay Pips out of the way. I'm all full speed ahead. I'm done. So all my other studies, I'm putting on pause, And I'm telling you guys to do that. I gotta follow by example, and I'm gonna do that. I'm going to stop all other studies, all learnings, all knowledge gathering on the minis, other ways to trade forex. Gonna get baby pips done because I think that's a solid foundation. It is a solid foundation. And then I'll move on to what I need to move on. But if I'm stressing to you guys the importance of doing baby pips first and really hammering that down first, I have to do the same thing as well. I gotta practice what I preach. Like I tell people, I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it transparent. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the first one to tell you, hey, let's keep it 100. All right. So this is daily updates. Oh, I'm over my time limit. You know what? I don't think I made one daily update under 5 minutes. I think that's just a talking point I like to say. I don't know if I'm gonna say that anymore. You know, daily updates is whatever. Time limit is no time. We unlimited out here. I mean, I can't keep running 5 minutes. I tried, people. I tried, but there's so much information I can't get out in 5 minutes. Then I'll be short selling myself and my people. I can't do it. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Hey, we gonna you know what? Let's run away. Let's run away with it. When it's done, it's done. Okay. All right. So on a couple past episodes, I mean daily updates, I've been talking about the micro E mini futures. I'm still not gonna comment too much on it. I'm still reading, learning, but I gotta put that on pause because I gotta get baby pips done. So hopefully next week I will have more information on what I've learned so far with the micros, but I gotta get baby pips done. So as of right now, I'm putting that on hold. Oh shit, needs to put me out a little demo or something. Don't do it. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. So the pivot points, PP stands for pivot point, S stands for support, R stands for resistance. So it has built-in support and resistance, and I love support resistance because it makes the chart so simplified and easy. Because price action shows what's going on in the market. One thing about the indicators is that most of them are historical, so it goes in the past, and you want to predict what you think is going to happen in the future. But if you look at a chart will tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? Indicators are just a confirmation. They're not set in stone, people. So don't live by your indicators. Use them as, like I use them as a confirmation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to 100% rely on an indicator because I've done that in the past, just testing things out. And majority of the time they give you false signals. You know what I'm saying? They're wrong. So you have to have more than one. You have to confirm with another indicator and then kind of learn the tweaks of each or how many indicators you have and then base your decision off that and look at the chart. Actually look at the chart. Have a chart that doesn't have too many indicators on it and look at the chart. And through my testing, the best chart to look at, and I do agree with no nonsense forex and other traders out there, is the daily chart. Have a whole year, a year's full, if you can on your screen, or at least 6 months full of the daily chart. The daily chart is the best chart to trade off of because it'll give you a solid trend, and then what you do from there, and then what you do from there is you're gonna go ahead and go down to the 4 hour to the 1 hour. Now, only time I go under the 1 hour now, if I'm doing scalping, and then I go 15 minutes. I don't do the 1 minute or the 5 minute. It's too much noise. At least I'll go down to 15 when I'm actually in the trade. That's part of my exit strategy. But to figure everything else out, I use either the 1 hour, 4 hour, the daily. My daily is where I start, and before I enter a trade, I'm down to the 1 hour. And then once I'm in the trade, because I base all my entries off the 1 hour, and once I'm in the trade, and then I monitor it off the 15 minutes. And then also I monitor straight up live price action. If I see the price is skyrocketing, it's going down, it's flip flopping, flip flopping, flip flopping, and then I'm looking at my 15 minutes and I'm noticing it's going against where if I'm trading, I'll get out. You know what I'm saying? Because I really get a lot of small. and then just hold my positions, because I told you I did that with that one trade. It went up and down. It skyrocketed to $1,000 and went back down. This and that. It was too much for me. I'm not doing all this. Too much stress on 45. Nah. I got too old for all that. So my motto is in and out. If a trade isn't either way it's going, at the end of the day, I'm closing it. If I hopefully I don't take a hit, you know what I'm saying? Because hopefully I'll get out before then, and hopefully my stop loss will work. If not, I'm getting out. It is what it is. I'm not putting myself through that no more. All right. So enough of that. Let me see what time I'm at. What time am I at? 10 minutes. Oh shoot, I'm double the time over. Okay, P, I'm about to wrap it up on this episode here of the daily updates for 1014. Like I said, people, if you're doing multiple studies and learnings of different markets or Forex, whatever, stop what you're doing, get through baby pips, just binge it. It's about to be the weekend, other 2 days. Just binge it, just get it over with, and then we can move forward. So I'm halting all my other stuff I'm doing and focus on baby pips. Because if I'm telling you to do it, I gotta do it too. You know what? Don't forget to subscribe to all my channels, to all my podcasts, either iTunes. I'm on think I'm on Pandora, but iTunes definitely. And just look me up. Just type in Money Making Jess, and you'll find me everywhere. All right, I appreciate your time. Thank you. God bless, and may the universe bring you mad blessings. We out of here. Yeah, it's money.